Hi everyone, welcome to today's craft program. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. For today's craft, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really simple hanging for fall. This says Happy Fall, y'all. So as you can see, it's very basic and you can make this definitely more fun. You can add more elements to it, but this is just the bare bones. So we're going to get started making one of these. So this is a take-home craft. So take-home craft bags are going to have our leaves cut out already. They're going to have a painted chopstick. They're going to have some twine. And they're also going to have some pieces of fishing line. What you'll have to provide is some tape and some glue if you want to use that. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to turn the screen down. Okay. So to get started, I'm just going to write on my leaves, and you can definitely decorate these however you want. You don't have to write on them. You could color on them. You could do a mandala design, whatever you'd like. So I'm just gonna, like I said, keep this bare bones for the video. And let me just say, pet peeve, that's how you spell y'all. Y'all is short for you all. And therefore, you all. I see people do it lots of different ways. In my opinion, this is correct. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get some fishing line, whatever. And I don't really worry about them being the same length. If you want your leaves to hang down the same length, that's fine. And I've been having an issue losing my line doing this. So there it is. Okay. But I asked my coworker what she thought, and she thought that, having the leaves staggered, like how long they were, she thought that looked better. So we'll do that. So then you just get your fishing line and you put it in the middle of your leaf, and you get a piece of tape and you just tape it down, and then you get your other leaf. So you're going to layer it like that. You don't have to if you don't want to, but like if you're just going to hang this against a wall so the leaves aren't going to be like spinning around, you don't have to do a backside to it. But because I thought people might hang them where the leaves are spinning, you kind of want the back to look nice. So then try and get your fishing line going up straight. Then you'll flip this leaf over so it covers the other leaf, and just press it down. So done. And we'll just do this with the rest of them. This is my longer piece of string. So I'm going to do that on my middle leaf. Now this craft I think would look even better if you're able to go outside and find real sticks to use instead of a chopstick. We're just using what we have at the library. So I think a real stick that doesn't have any bugs on it would be perfect. And on that same note, if you can collect real leaves and like dry them and flatten them in a book ahead of time, that would be nice too. If you want to really make this even more environmentally friendly, you could cut the leaves out of paper that would be otherwise recycled or thrown away. You know, if you have like newspaper, that could look cool too. You could do newspaper pages, and then you could maybe color them the color of leaves. That would look really nice, I think, too. So different ways to kind of make this a little bit more environmentally friendly. So first, we're going to tie our middle leaf. So I'm going to have it hanging down about there. So we're going to try to tie that in the middle of the chopstick. And try and tie it as tight as you can, so that way your leaf won't be sliding all over the place. Okay, so I've got it going that way, and then I'm going to try and tie the rest of them. This is a little bit longer than I thought, but that's okay. I know y'all can't really see this, but I'm trying to space out the leaves so they're not like bumping into each other, and they're not too spaced out. I feel like this is the most difficult part. It's just trying to space your leaves and tie it on. Now if you like don't really like tying that much, you can just tape these. And technically, like, you know, when I was putting the tape in the leaves, you know, to hold our string in place, you could just glue it if you'd rather, but I was worried that it might slip out. So, okay. So I'm tying my yellow leaf, and then I'll kind of show y'all how I've got them spaced out. Like I said, this was a chopstick. And so it's got some like Chinese calligraphy on it. And that's why we kind of tried to paint over it to make it look a little bit more like a stick. Okay. So I think that's a good height and distance. Now, what you'll do is you will get your twine. And this one, you're just going to decide like how much you need it to hang, like how long you need it to be. But just tie a little piece here. I'm struggling with tying stuff today, I'm telling you what. It's the pressure. Don't watch me. Okay, ideally double knot that, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tie this other end. And then you've got, you know, your long pieces of fishing twine that are sticking off, and you can trim that. Second. Okay. So I'm going to trim these extra pieces that are hanging off. And let's see. Yeah, so that looks good. That is it. That's basically the craft. And like I said, you can add to this. You know, I saw one that was really cute. It had like Totoro and soot sprites and leaves and acorns. So really, you just make it however you would like your ideal fall hanging decoration to look. All right, see you next time. Bye.